It's a pretty dramatic response. He sighed from the depth of his spirit. I don't know about you, but that's not something I would want to elicit in our Lord. And you would have to say, well, what is going on here that is so... And then he leaves. That so directly confronts and rejects who Christ is and what he brings us. And what we hear is, it's this seeking of a sign. I think what we would call it is really, in our time, we would call it the prosperity gospel. The prosperity gospel, right, is this constant, I'll tell you, you'd think we would have gotten rid of it in 2,000 years. But it's remarkable how tenacious this is. It's this tenacious distortion that we fall into, where we think that earthly blessings are heavenly blessings, that earthly prosperity somehow is equivalent to heavenly prosperity. It's very common still for all of us. How many times somebody says, oh, you're doing so well, everything's going well. Yes, God has blessed me. Are you sure? How often? Oh, you're so good at this. Yes, well, the Lord has been good to me. Are you sure? We so quickly associate our triumphs with God's blessing. No matter how many times Jesus hammers the opposite, the Beatitudes, the cross, we just refuse to get it through our thick skulls. And it's really hard. I think this is it's just a nagging, constant lie and trick of the evil one. It's worth our reflection again every day to say, Lord, because look at this psalm, right? Be kind to me, Lord, and I shall live. Lord, teach me what your kindness looks like, because it's not earthly prosperity. It's not earthly success. It's not when people think well of you. From the readings we just heard, what did we hear just on Sunday? Woe to you when people speak well of you. Woe to you when you're comfortable. Woe to you when you laugh. How hard it is for us to get this through our skull and not feel deprived of God's grace when we suffer. It's the most contradictory, countercultural, challenging part of the teaching of our Lord. But of all the things Jesus taught us, it's the most clear that new life and blessing and the resurrection comes through the cross. And so we get reminded of that once more today. And let's try and just remember and help others around us to start to see the world a little bit more in this Christian perspective.